Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very gentle, truthful, Christianly, and honest episode of our program, my program, and your program. I have with me today a very honest, truthful, Christianly, somebody that cannot hurt a fly filmmaker, producer, content creator, a digital producer, a member of the DGN Plateau State, and a provost of a very wonderful and impact-making training institute. Join me in welcoming Khongs, Shamaki.
Thank you so much.
My people want to meet you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to them.
My name is Khongs Shamaki. Well, just like King Kong or Hong Kong
Hong Kong.
with an S.
Oh, Kong.
And I am not King Kong.
Okay, not yet. Not yet. I think you're the King Kong of films. Shamaki.
Yes, sir.
Nice having you on this program. You are trying to turn me into a gentleman by fire, by thunder.
I'm not gentle.
Yeah, I know you're not gentle. You're a very cool, calm, and collected individual, and I appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
About you. For the records, I want to thank you for the impact you have made so far on the younger generation. The heavens will bear you testimony to that.
Thank you so much.
Shamaki.
Yes.
See as you fine. No, you blush, you fine. He's blushing, He's blushing, you're blushing, Very handsome young man. Your mates are medical doctors, lawyers, engineers, and you are busy running everywhere. Say you do film. I don't understand. Is it village people or what is it? What will drive you to this kind of monkey work? What you do?
It's interesting that you asked this particular question.
Okay.
I actually wanted to be a medical doctor.
You look like one actually.
I was parading myself as Dr. Khongs back in the days.
Wow.
Yeah. So I even applied ABU twice.
To study medicine?
Yes, to study medicine. There was this particular year I went and we were an average of 10,000 candidates looking for a yeah. And then they had slots for only 120 people.
Wow.
So 10,000 people have to come down to 120 people. Well, I guess I didn't get lucky there. But destiny had its own reasons. Yeah. So it was actually my dad who called me one evening and said, I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
And he said, you are my son. When I look at you, I don't see a medical doctor. He mentioned, I see a movie maker.
It's a lie.
I'm telling you.
It wasn't your dad pushing you to study medicine?
No.
It wasn't your mom?
No.
It was your Torinke. Torinke means being gentle, being nice. It doesn't mean being stubborn. No. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's hear that.
So the moment he mentioned movie maker, I felt like a heavy weight was lifted up my shoulder. Because I remember when I was in secondary school, I was a science student, right? So during the physics lectures, I'll be writing the drama story that is going to happen on assembly ground.
Jesus.
I wasn't even paying attention, So when he mentioned that, I just realized like the scales have fallen off my eyes finally, and I said, yes. This is what I'm going to do.
Daddy has pointed me to the right way.
Yeah.
But you see, let me just corroborate something a bit. Today you are a filmmaker.
Yeah.
I had a rector, a director, a boss, who always emphasized the fact that filmmakers are surgeons.
Yeah.
But we don't operate on the physical body. We operate on the mind of the people. Do you agree with that?
I 1000% agree with that. In fact, I always say something. I said, brain surgeons cannot do the work filmmakers do. Yes.
Good. Now, have you performed some operations on people's minds as a
Of
filmmaker?
course.
Can we have an insight into some of that?
One of my most proud films ever. It's a 3 minute film I made called Tailored.
Tailored.
I made it in 2021.
Tailored.
Yes, tailored. Like to tailor something.
Yeah, I understand.
to a particular-
I understand,
yes. So I traveled to Maiduguri at that time, and I had it in mind because I attended a conference in Abuja about human trafficking,
Okay.
and I watched some true videos of people's skins being mutilated because they've been trafficked to places like Libya and Northern Africa in general. So it's been it was on my mind. I said I must make a film
On this.
that kind of gives us a glimpse, puts a spotlight on this issue. But I wanted a different angle because human trafficking, as you know, is an issue that has been overflogged in the film industry.
Yeah.
Let me say, yeah, a lot of people have put in their own, hearts
their own
into the ring.
perspective. Yes.
So, but I wanted something more grand, something that shows how vivid, how raw this thing is.
Truthful.
Right? Yes. So I traveled to Maiduguri. I was still brainstorming on the idea. So I happened to be shooting a documentary in one of the IDP camps. So one of the ladies that was trafficked, that was kidnapped by Boko Haram.
One of the ladies.
Yes.
You didn't see a man, but you saw ladies. Right. One of the.
Well, she was
Let's have it. Let's have it.
So I was interviewing her, me and my boss Ishaya. So she was now, we were taking bureaus. She was sewing. She was making a dress. Then it hit me that to traffic someone, it's like making a dress, right? So the person is like the raw materials. You make the design, and you cut out the pieces you want and throw out the rest, and you make a dress that can fit into something. So that was where the idea hit me, and I was like, yes, let me make a film about trafficking, but let me come from the fashion perspective. So at the beginning of the film, in fact, when I wrote the script, I don't know what came over me at that time. When I wrote the script, it was a 3 page script, right? Because it's 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I sent it to my script consultant. He said, Khongs, I don't have anything to add or subtract to this. It's complete. I didn't have money at the time. So what I did was I spoke to a few friends. A friend of mine gave me a loan. And then still it wasn't enough. The only thing I had left was my camera. And I bought that camera for I think $5,000 or $6,000 then.
And what did you do to it?
I sold it for $1,600 to be able to make that film.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Yes. So the process of making that film was very tedious and very challenging. But I felt like my life depended on making that film. I lost sleep. And if I didn't make that film, I feel like I was not complete as a
Not
filmmaker.
fulfilled. You're not gratified.
I went as far as making sure that we rented HMI lights from Lagos to get them to this town to shoot. So many things, you know, putting a lot of and one of my motto going into that production was no compromise, zero compromise. What I saw in my head
is what you will
must appear on the screen. Must. In fact, we went to the point where we hired a professional costume designer, right? And I wanted a cowboy western kind of outfit because the location was an abandoned brewery.
Okay.
So I got an abandoned brewery. Took me a hell of a work to get permission to shoot there. But we got the permission.
Which of that brewery was that?
JIB.
I know.
Right?
Yeah. JIB is the Jos International Breweries. The structures are still there. I am hoping that someday that place will come back alive.
Amen.
Alive.
Amen.
I mean, we had a lot of fun.
Right?
Right? We did. Yeah,
class, rock like a
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So I think people look at this film and they ask me, where did you shoot this? And I'm like, I shot it in Jos. They're like, it's a lie. I said, come, I'll take you to Old Airport. It's there. The building is still there, you know? So it was zero compromise. In fact, The costume designer we got, the professional costume designer, was arguing with me and said, no, the characters need to wear corporate. I said, you're fired. I will go do the costume myself. So we went to the market. Yeah.
What materials?
We bought ragged clothes, bought everything we need to buy. We just went vintage. Went to Katako market, went to terminals, went everywhere. For days we were searching for costume and we found what we wanted.
What a journey.
Right? Yeah.
What a journey.
It was a big journey. So we found what we wanted. In fact, one of the props was a G-Wagon to be parked at the last scene of the film.
Is there a G-Wagon in the...
So I started asking, I said, I don't only need a G-Wagon, I need a black G-Wagon. So if you find brown, it won't work.
Specifics.
It has to be that black.
Did you repaint?
Right? No. We found one, they said it was in Abuja. We needed to drive it down to just fuel it. But the guy was like giving us his own terms and conditions. So we kept on searching until we found one. So when we found one, it costed an arm and a leg to rent that, to just come and pack it. Nobody was driving it. Just to pack it, right? For the mise en scène, you know, when you open the frame, what you need to see needs to be convincing enough.
Want them to see.
Yeah, because to me it just gave the representation of power, you know, authority. So the madam in the film needs to be in that.
Right? G-Wagon.
Yeah. So that's the kind of mindset we went into that production. So, but I kid you not, the success of that film is enormous. We got a United Nations award for it. We had that film, it played in almost all the continents of the world.
Wow.
We won at the World Film Carnival,
wow.
Best Short Film of that year, in Singapore.
Yeah.
You know, and anywhere I play that film, I just get the job.
I just get the job.
Yeah.
You see, when you made so much sacrifice to lay a solid foundation for yourself in this enterprise, you will always get the best jobs.
Yeah.
Well done, bro.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Apart from the tailored,
yeah,
I'm aware of your, you know, is it talent development or training enterprise? I will call it. I think I know you mostly for the impact you have made on the younger generation of filmmakers, writers, producers, content creators on the plateau. What is the driving force?
Thank you.
I was warning you just now because there was something you did just now. There was something you did just now. You don't carry all your equipment and drop it on people's laps to start creating content. It doesn't work like that. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Nothing is free in this business. And you keep doing that. Why do you do that?
Okay. In this life, one way or the other, everything we have was given to us by some other people. Everything. Even the air I breathe was given to me by God. So nothing I ever have is truly mine.
That's like a verse in the song. Nothing I have is truly mine.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is my responsibility to pass it on to the next person who needs it. This particular question you ask strikes a chord in my heart. I returned to Nigeria in 2015 from the US, and when I made the decision to move to Jos, I fell in love with a lady who, unfortunately, we couldn't get married, but we were preparing to get married. I don't usually share this story, but I'm gonna share it.
Please, bro.
Somehow there was a lot of pressure for me to get a job because I was freelancing, and I was trying to understand the business terrain of film, content creation, entertainment business. So I had nothing, right? And I desperately wanted to run a business of my own, be on my own, do something, make impact. I didn't even understand the kind of impact I was gonna be making. So the pressure was so much for me to get a job, because how can I get married, and rightfully so, how can I get married and not have a stable source of income? So my parents spoke to me, a lot of people spoke to me, and I eventually succumbed, right? And guess where I got a job? I got a job in a secondary school.
To teach?
Yes, to teach. So, and I was least qualified for that because I've never been to a teacher's college, or I never read education or anything. So I remember the first day I got into that school, the principal was to interview me to now offer me the job. It was on a temporary arrangement. So she invited me to her office. I came. I showed her all my photographs that I've taken, and she saw them and she said, "I like it." And she said, "I want to employ you
As a photographer?
not as a photographer."
Okay.
She said, "I don't want you to be a. I don't want you to be a teacher. I want you to be an elder brother to my students."
Jesus.
Right?
And that's
she
his
said.
job?
She said. Eventually, they asked me to teach them creative writing, right? But she said, "I am not interested in what you're going to be teaching them." She said, "I want you to mentor
To
them."
mentor them.
Right? "I want you to be here, to be around them. If you need a house here, we'll provide." They eventually provided a house for me to stay on campus, to be a mentor to these young ones. And guess what? The first class I was assigned to, the very first students I met were the likes of Ruth Jambo.
My daughter.
Yes.
My daughter. I'm very proud
You
of
know them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Wayne James, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. And a couple of them, right?
So you carry them, come they do wetin they do.
So, yeah,
Wow.
so I started teaching them creative writing. So I was teaching them story arc. I was teaching them story arc, story structure, beginning, middle, end, act 1, act 2, act 3. And I was teaching them the different archetypes and characters in films and stories, just to improve their storytelling ability,
yeah.
and to also add to their literature understanding. Yeah. So I would organize competitions for them in school with monetary
prices.
so it kind of enticed them to read the books and do all of that. So we got along with the students, and then at the end of the day, when they graduated in 2016, then I started a studio. I got 1 million naira from my father to start my studio. It was a seed capital he gave to me. It was the first time I was holding $1 million naira.
Of your own?
Yeah, of my own.
Even though it didn't work for you.
Right? Yeah, I didn't work for it. Right? Yeah, so that's why I said everything I have was given to me by someone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I bought equipment, rented a place, we started a studio, and these guys that graduated secondary school were my first students
Employees
in the studio. Then I taught them photography, right? Intensive photography, professionally. I remember we even took a trip to Yankari as an expedition, right? So we started like that. A lot of them kept on coming around, and then I realized that I have a passion for teaching and for impacting, to just keep pouring out and giving back, right? And who else than the young ones, right? Because I was much younger, of course, back then. It's a couple of years ago now, right? Almost a decade.
Yeah.
But it was me learning on the job. So I came with a lot of my own errors, my own childishness.
Everybody knows.
But I was also, way ahead of them. So I could, sometimes need to be firm when I needed to be firm. I needed to be really kind when I needed to be kind. And eventually, when I got married to this amazing woman who embraced
what you do,
what I do,
the vision, the dream,
it became even easier, right? So I started, expanding. So I go to a lot of seminars, a lot of workshops, and I love to teach. I just love to teach what I know.
I told you something earlier today.
Yeah.
That teaching is not a job.
Yes.
It's a calling.
Yeah.
And I saw a bit of me in you. But not that your own is too much. No, your own is too much. But it was a story you're about to tell. You said, I've never told this story anywhere.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, so it's the story of my wedding that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Right? For some differences between me and her, we couldn't go along. So I wasn't the right person. I didn't fit the status I needed to fit to be able to
For the bills.
move on with that, right? I think it's a matter of priorities, and our priorities were not the same.
Are you happy today?
I am so happy.
Are you happy today?
Extremely.
To just throw a kiss at to Madam and tell her how much we appreciate her. Mama, we love you. Tell her, bro. Tell her,
I love you.
Mama, we love you. We appreciate you. That is just the truth. That is, if you don't get to where you will sit down, or you have not sat well, if you stretch your leg, the back of your head will hit the ground, and that's the end of you.
Oh wow.
Yes. Now you know they speak for you so in English. So as you get to
I
where
need
your
to be
seat,
writing down languages.
as you get to where your seat supposed to be, now you sit down. So now, bros, in one of our several conversations,
Yeah.
I've heard you try to advise people, even those who are older than you,
Yeah.
in this enterprise.
Mm-hmm.
So for your colleagues now, your fellow filmmakers, digital content creators, producers, trainers, and what have you, the world is changing, is it?
Absolutely.
Tell them something.
Like the speed of light.
That is, oh wow, that
It's
is
changing.
how fast it is
Yes,
changing.
like the speed of light.
Good.
For instance, today I was telling my students that I'm facilitating, I said, do you know that I just discovered that there is a microphone that eliminates the use of XLR cables, right? So there's
Constant
constant
technological
technology.
development.
Yeah. Today's LED lights, you can control it with your phone.
Yeah, with your phone.
Right? So the work of the gaffer is becoming slimmer and
No,
slimmer
we
every day.
I have fantastic children who are gaffers. Like GM Studios in Lagos, Godwin Lawani. He's a gaffer, he's a trainer, and he's doing fantastically well. That light cannot take him out of
Maybe they can be part of designing the production, right?
Yeah.
But as far as putting gels, knowing which CTO to
Reading
take
the lights.
all those things are going away. Yeah, because of the evolving nature of the industry.
Yeah.
Last year I was November on my wife's birthday. I asked her what she wanted.
His wife's birthday is next month. Like, we will move to your house on the 31st of October, on the end of November. So anyhow it is, we will know the birthday. I'm going to celebrate with you, bro.
Yeah, right. So I asked her, what do you want from me as a gift? And she said, I just want you to take me to a cinema. That's all, right? So I bought tickets for Gladiator 2. It just came out. In fact, it was just premiering in the cinema. To my greatest surprise, we got to the cinema and we were only 5 people to watch Gladiator 2, a Hollywood blockbuster film with Denzel Washington. Only 5 people were in the cinema.
Maybe they wanted privacy for you, madam.
No, come on.
To another hall.
It was the largest hall.
Yeah. They could give a very large hall so I can have privacy.
Right? So this thing got me thinking. It got me worried. So I started looking at what's happening in the industry, and I realized that it's not just a Nigerian thing. Even in America, the cinema culture is dying.
Again.
It's dying.
Again.
Yeah. Right? So,
What's
when Netflix came, it took over the industry. In fact, people didn't know at what angle these people were going to come and take over our jobs, right? But distribution today...
Can I have a drink?
Sure, of course. But distribution today, as we know it, is right here on my smartphone. I don't have to go to any cinema anywhere to sit down to watch anything, or to even go to school to educate myself. Everything is right here.
Everything
yes,
is
right here.
Everything like what?
Everything, even down to getting myself educated, I can do it here on this thing called a smartphone. Right? So I think that was one of the things. I think Netflix then was fast enough to do it with computers, right? Because you needed a laptop or a tablet
to go online
to register Netflix and then watch and pay a premium subscription once per a month, and it does the magic. You watch everything they have, right? But today everything has moved to the mobile. Only God knows where it's moving to from here. We are hearing that people are going to be moving with virtual reality glasses and stuff like that. So one of the distribution platforms that is taking over right now is YouTube, right? Is YouTube.
So are you advising that people should shift a bit from the regular?
Not just shift a bit, but take a U-turn.
Oh, like in 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 360 degrees?
180 degrees. Take a U-turn and start heading towards the direction where the industry is taking us to.
Taking people to.
Look, I watched a documentary. A lot of actors are leaving California. This morning, I watched a video of a company who is an AI company. They created an actress and gave her a name.
And it's becoming a problem now in Hollywood.
Yes,
I read it too.
Right?
They are protesting very seriously.
You think you can protest forever? No. You can only protest for a while, but after a while, everybody is going to change, right? And begin to accept and embrace these things. So the question is, these technologies are coming in. They are pouring in, right? Will they replace us? No. They will replace those who don't know how to use them. That's what I believe, right? So anybody who is not inculcating technology, AI, into their workflow, they should think again. And I'm talking to content creators, specifically filmmakers. Do you know that instead of getting afraid that AI is going to take over your work as a scriptwriter, you can leverage on AI to do your research,
to do better works.
Better works.
Yes. Beyond your imagination. Yes.
Sure.
I testify to that.
I produced a film in 2023. It's called The Veil. I don't say it, but nobody knows that AI helped me in developing the script. It has won awards. Nobody has ever called me to say, why did you use AI to... In fact, on that same film, we had focus issues. We used AI to correct the focus on our actors.
Camera works?
Yes. We took the shots.
You will teach me that.
Right?
It's a secret though.
Yeah, sure.
Teach me that. Teach me that.
Right?
Wow.
So now, Adobe Premiere Pro, yesterday I was watching, they've incorporated AI in the software. If you take a shot, let's say you took a wide shot or a close-up shot of your actor walking out of the shot and something happened, maybe mistakenly, the battery of the camera went off and then the shot cut in the middle, and now you're in editing, you don't have the extension to allow the actor to walk out of the shot. You can click on a tool called Regenerate, and you can type in the prompt to tell the AI that you want this actor to walk out of the shot, and it will just extend the shot for you, and the actor is going to walk out of the shot till you have an empty
You shall
shot.
tell this mountain, move, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. So with AI now, nothing is impossible. So we should take a 180-degree U-turn and follow the trend instead of being dogmatic.
And here's the beautiful part. You know, a lot of times people talk about how scary this thing is. Here's the beautiful part. And I'm not an advocate for AI or anything like that. But here's the beautiful part. Productions are going to be cheaper.
Cheaper.
Yes. Right? Production and distribution can be done by any film student. You don't have to travel to Lagos to go and lick asses, permit my verbiage.
I understand what you mean.
Right? For you to get seen or your work to be seen, because a lot of times even the people that move, it's not like they get any financial benefit at the end of the day. It's not like they are let in. It's only a few percent that are let into the caucus to sit at the table and eat crumbs, right? But you see, with the distributions like YouTube and all of that,
liberalized.
I can sit in my village, make a film with my phone, and like I was saying, I said it's like films that you make with smaller equipment. It's like that's the one that even move faster. The ones you rent big equipment to do, it's like people are afraid to click on it. I don't know why. You understand? Maybe they think this is too sophisticated. Maybe after watching the film, they ask me to pay.
Shamaki Khongs. As from today, I'm going to change your name from Khongs. I will move Khongs and put teacher. Teacher Shamaki. I have learned from you.
Really?
You have taught me, yes. You have taught me, and you still teach me. that AI thing when you talk about, you will teach me that one so that when I get to teaching to, I will do like this too. Sure, you understand me, back?
I'll just send you a YouTube video.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. You sounded most savvy, tech savvy, creative, intelligent, and you are just an impact maker. I don't know how to put it. And thank God for daddy. Thank God for daddy. That does not allow us to lose you into some terrain of being only God know that thing that you wanted to be. Now, Shamaki.
Yes, sir.
I've given you accolades. In all of this,
Yeah.
where is Jos? Where is Plateau? In all that you are, and this be a sense. Well, I don't have to tell you. I'm a very truthful and honest human being. I can say that for you anywhere, anytime.
Yeah.
Yes. Where is Jos in all of this? Where is Plateau in all of this?
I know a lot of people have said this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It's sounding more like cliche now. That Jos is an incubation hub of the creative industry in Nigeria. In fact, I watched some of the episodes you did, and discovered that I think the first film, is it in Nigeria or where?
Yeah, in Nigeria.
Yes.
I talk about Palava.
Was shot
in 1920s in Panchin area. Yes.
I didn't know that until I watched the episode you posted, and it triggered something in me because I started looking into, okay, what other things do we have that started here? And there are a lot. And I discovered that the first color television was
the first TV station
TV
to broadcast in color.
Yes.
Was Benue Plateau Television.
Here in Jos.
Consider where your NT,
right? And I realized that so many people, in fact, it was recently that Desmond Elliott came back to Jos, and people were like,
"My Jos speaking now."
Wow,
you don't know.
So this is true, like, and he came himself and went to right.
So he came to Jos.
He came to Jos.
We are looking for him.
Yeah, right. So I just realized that I am, you know, when Moses encountered God in the wilderness, where he saw a burning bush, and he heard a voice to say, "Remove your shoes, because where you are standing is holy ground." Jos is a holy ground. It's a holy ground.
Don't say more than that. Don't say more than that. Jos is what? Jos is a holy ground. End of discussion.
Really?
Say a prayer for Jos. For Nigeria. Let's go.
May God bless Jos.
Amen.
May God bring peace.
Amen.
Lasting peace.
Amen.
And return the glory that was lost.
Amen.
Amen.
It's been returned.
Yeah.
Let's go, bro. Thank you so